have said and counted myself amongst them, and I hope that you are also planning to be one of the 2 million. Who knows? Maybe when we get to 2 million, we can encourage him to move to 3 million. So our children can also become leaders, right? That's the way to go. So put your hands together now, and with a heart on your screen, join me in welcoming Coach Raphael as we go over, and we say from Nigeria, carry go.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. I love that one. I love that one. Carry go. Carry go.
Carry go.
Wow. Hey, could you guys play the music again? I love the music. The way they shake it. Man, I didn't know Nigeria was that hot. I was ready to take down on Friday. Now I can't wait to come to Nigeria sometime. Wow. Thank you so much, guys. Man, it was just awesome. It was awesome. Hey, I want to encourage you to go on ILead Global Facebook group and share. We actually live. I have Toride right in my office, so we live on Facebook today. We say, hey, let's take Nigeria live. I mean, it's a big nation. And for some of you guys that are live on Facebook, please share with your friend. I know maybe you didn't know how to get in the hall, but somebody will actually be able to take your question and then send it into the studio so we can answer. We will talk about money today. Money. Talk about money, how to make it, where to get it. So we'll deal with that today. So take time, go on your phone and share, go live on your page. Don't be distracted and go live. But don't worry about it. I actually have almost, how many pages? I have 20 pages. Exactly how you would do it. I will make sure this is available to you. All the website I promised yesterday, you are going to have it. So share with your friend and then share with your family. Share even with your enemy. Don't worry about it. They will love you at the end because you actually share with them. Okay, I'm trying to set up all my pages so I can see everybody. Beautiful. Okay, if you already share, I'm sure you follow Facebook. You actually follow ILead Global on Facebook. And go on my page. Coach Raph will be there. If you haven't subscribed and you have followed me on Facebook, make sure you follow me. I just decided to drop some great nugget on Facebook from time to time now. Every great thing I find, I want to make sure I share with my Facebook friend. I decide to treat my Facebook friends like a friend, not the way Facebook wants us to treat people. So I'm doing everything to answer some of the people on Facebook, and whatever I know, I want to post there on Facebook so you can benefit from it. Great. So yesterday we talked about, and before I dive into our teaching, again, I want to take time to, just to appreciate you, ILead Global Team Nigeria. You guys have been working so hard. I mean, I don't think there's any other team in ILead Global work better than you. You work 9 days, and, just Coach Mute, Coach Tunde, Coach Margaret, Coach OJ, Coach Sebastian, Coach Samuel, and all the coaches, Coach Angela, all my powerful Nigeria team. You guys are just amazing. Sometimes I look at Coach Mute. When you see somebody like Coach Mute, how much do you think ILead is paying her? Zero. Matter of fact, she spent her money on ILead. So, hey, it's not going to be like that. We are grown together. We're going to rock together. So what I'm saying is that people who understand the power of vision, they know how to commit themselves to something that is valuable. When Amazon started, you know, even some of Jeff Bezos' friends actually abandoned what he was doing in his garage. They were like, man, this is nothing. But his father, who cut the first check, actually become a multi-millionaire from that. So, you know, you always have those people who believe in you when nobody is believing in you. The good news is that it's going to be time when everybody will wish they believe it. That's why I believe in you. I believe in you, Nigeria team. You guys are just amazing people. You guys are doing such a great job. I mean, Grace in Malawi, she's doing an awesome job. It's just like every single person from Nigeria team is just blow in other country. Doris, I mean, Ramatu, all these people, you can see the great job work they are doing. So I really appreciate you guys. I really do. So let's jump back into money. Money. So yesterday I said, to raise funds for your business, make sure you go to your FFF, Frank Family. Somebody say, call other one the fools. There's always somebody with money and they don't know what to do with that money. So if you have a great idea, they always make the money available to you. Now, these people, they will be looking for certain thing. And I talked about a few yesterday. And when you go to, and you want somebody to invest in your business, you must make sure you have a skin in the game. You must commit to your idea also. Don't ask somebody to invest into the business that you are not ready to invest in it. We talk about angel investor. You know, when you deal with angel investor, make sure most angel investor, they will invest maybe because they just love you, because it meets their need, because, you know, there's something in there that can help them within their own network. We talk about venture capitalism. Venture capitalists most of the time are people that have money or other people money and they are helping managers all those money. So those are people you can go to it. Yesterday I talked about crowdfunding also. If you have a product and you don't have money to produce, to do a massive production, you can use a crowdfunding thing, just like Kickstarted.com, GoFundMe.com, and you know, Indiegogo.com. You have site like that. You can set up an account, and you know, let's say that clothes that is Samuel Osher. If you know where you can find clothes like that, you can go and have an account and put that clothes for sale. Sell it before you go and buy the clothes and ship it. That's the power of it. So if you have a product and you need money to do a massive production, you can actually sell it before you produce. Now, I didn't talk about bank yesterday because I didn't want to distract you. Bank is a place you can go and get money from as well. But one of the things, bank, you have to understand that bank don't have money. Bank don't have money. Bank will go and take money from the Federal Reserve or from you. So bank on his own, they don't have money. They manage other people's money. So because of that, they actually measure the risk. They are risk averse. They don't want to lose people money. They don't want to lose the Federal Reserve money. So because of that, they want to make sure if you have a project, they want to make sure you have a skin in the game. You have something that can fall back on it if you don't pay the money back. So if you have your house, you can use as collateral. You can use your building. You can use some of the access that you have to get money from bank. When you walk to the bank, they want to make sure you have something that can fall back on if you don't pay them or pay them on time. Okay, so today I want to focus mainly on how do you approach an angel, and how do you approach your family member? I dealt with that yesterday. How do you approach an angel investor, and how do you, if you need to go out there and gather the money, what do you do, and how do you really do that? Now, the first thing you have to do before you go before these people are actually to prepare a business plan. And you have to pitch them on your business. The truth is that most investors, now, when you talk about investing is like a dating. Whoever been to a date in his life? Even just once. Even in the past, not now. Like back in the day, back in the day. The goal of dating is not to have the person, but is to have another date. You know that, right? So you not date somebody to marry the person right there. If you meet somebody and ask a person for date, and the person say, well, I want you to marry me now, you run away. You want to get to know the person. You want to make sure the person is the right fit. That's the same way when you approach a family member for investment, or angel investor, or any venture capital that you want to approach to get funds from them. So you have to make sure you use this approach. So there's a few things that you must do before you approach them. First of all, you have to do a research on the person. I talked about this yesterday. Do a research. If you want to, I even have somebody who came to me and he want me to invest in his company. And guess what? He's not a coach, but he's the model of his business is exactly like my own business. Why would I develop my competitor? So if this person did a research good enough for me, he was going to know that this is exactly what this guy is doing. So no investor will invest in two different companies that are doing the same thing. No. It's going to be as if you are fighting within yourself. So if you know somebody, let's say you want let's say you want to open a small bank, and then you go to another banker, or maybe one person that invests so much money in one bank, you ask them to come and invest money in your own bank. That's the wrong person. They're not going to invest in it. You just didn't do your research. You don't know them. You didn't do enough research on them. So it's so important to do the research and get to know the person and know exactly how he directs his money. The second thing is know what industry he's knowledgeable about. If you are going to ask Coach Madiador, please invest 200,000 euro in my oil well, she'll be like, what? Oh, what? Like, okay, I don't know anything about oil. Not that it's a bad business, but most investors want to know what they are putting their money in. They want to have an idea. But maybe if I tell her I'm setting up an institute in Africa to train kids, she's passionate about that. She'll be like, whoa, I want to be part of it. So make sure you do enough homework on the person that you want to approach and see some of their interests before you pitch them about coming and investing into your business. Now, some of the people always say, well, ask a question and say, if I'm going to an investor, should I tell the investor what I already have? I talk about the skin in the game. If you need money and you just come and tell somebody, hey, Coach Angela, I want you to invest $100,000 in my startup. Would I say that, okay, I have $10,000 already? She's not going to be motivated. What do you have? Make sure you present that. Okay, I need 100,000. I already have 20,000. I already have 10,000. I have 5,000. That shows that, hey, you are doing something. You do something. I have a lot of people, they show me things they want to do. And they want me to pay their transportation to go in another city to register that product. I'm like, I use concept. So a concept like that, Coach Majador, I will use a two approach. I will use a benevolent approach, and I will use capitalism approach. First of all, just by hearing you, it's a great concept. There are people that I will want you to write this concept, and there's more institution, like a hospital. They have a fund to help other hospital. And the way they do that, they don't give you money. But when it's time to change the new bed, the new machine, they will pack all that in a container and pay and ship it to you and claim that they donate X number of money in a third world country and do a tax write-off with it. I actually have a container of bed, hospital supply, that I'm shipping to Congo, to Coach David Hospital. It's free to him because he just told me I need it, and I talked to somebody with the medical supply. They say, well, we donate a container there. So some people just want to help other people. So you want to use that approach, number one. And the second approach could be what you guys are doing. So you can raise funds for that. I mean, this is something profitable. How can you raise funds for that? You have to approach people. This can be, in order for you to have a cheap result, you have to be able to go out down there and see doctor and say, hey, we want to buy 20 hours of your time every week, and we prepay you per month. So they have that money ahead of time. And you just send your patient to that doctor. So you need enough money to prepay few doctor every month and be able to send enough patient. That would be the best way to have a low rate. Because no patient is coming and prepay a doctor and then come to the hospital when they are sick. So I will go and see an investor and say, well, this is a concept that I have. This is a problem. The diaspora community, they have money. But the parents, they don't see the value of life. So people are losing their family because when they send money, they don't go to the hospital. They go and, pay for tontine, jangi. They will go and put the money in the jangi or buy clothes. They don't see the need to go pay for X-ray $200,000. So what we do is that we make sure we follow these people with prepaid doctor that we block certain number of time for them. I mean, some hospital, you can even buy their whole Monday. You say, on Monday, your hospital is mine. On Monday, my patient come there on Monday. And all our patients will go on Monday. Every doctor, we are taking Monday. Maybe it's not a busy day for much hospital. And we give you a low rate. We prepay. Maybe in that investment, the angel investment, people will invest, you can prepay the doctor and they can take 50% off because they are getting the money, ahead of time. Now the return, you can charge people up here with 50% margin, and the investor get maybe 10, 15% on his money. It's a great concept. It's just you being creative. Very simple. You get people who will be donating for free. They make it big. They need to help the people. It meet human need. It meet human need. You appeal to those, gather whatever you can gather, and make easy. You can even go further and let all these doctors know, hey, I will send a high-tech machine to you. You use for 3 days for yourself and use for 4 days for me. And I pay for the machine. When you take the machine for free, you give it to them. They use for 3 days, you use for 4 days. That could be a great deal. I'm just coming with a way to negotiate. So to raise money for something like this, it's going to be very easy. Who don't want to invest in something like that? You're always going to find somebody that is sick. Always. We have to go to the hospital. It's part of us. And then you raise the money, target enough client, and bingo, you're in business. Yeah, you're in business. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. Who does have another case? Coach Eugenie, go ahead, please.
Thank you very much, Coach Raphael, for giving me the floor. I have 300 hectares at home. The main problem is I don't have the tools. I don't have tractor. I don't have a lorry to carry product in town. Last year, we were stuck at home because of COVID. We did 7 hectares of sweet potatoes. The car we hired to collect the potatoes to bring them in town, the car was broken, and most of the sweet potatoes were rotten. The car we hired a lorry. It was broken. And sometimes you hire the tractor, government tractor, it will come there, it's not functioning, it's not well, and then you, instead of making 10 hectares, you will end up making maybe 4 hectares because the tractor is broken. All these things, all the money we were having, the money I got for my pension, all the money last year was finished, and now I'm really in problem. I don't know how I will continue with my farm.
Okay. Which nation are you in?
I'm Congolese.
Are you, the farm is in Congo?
Yeah.
Okay. That's exactly what we talked about yesterday. This is a great, great opportunity. I don't care if it's cassava, if it's potato, if it's corn. I will get an expert to come and tell me how much, what could be my production for a year. And I would take the production, like, okay, if you have plant 300 acres, what's gonna be the harvest? I take that harvest and go to the person that can buy. Most companies today are turning like cassava into, how do you call amidon in Anglais? Ah? Stash. Okay, okay, thank you. So they will buy that. I will go and look for this kind of company and tell them, hey, I have 25 tons of amidon or stash that I can give it to you in 12 months. Would you buy? They say yes. For how much? I negotiate the price. I say, give me a purchase order that when I produce, you buy. They write you a purchase order. You go to another person. I have 6 tons or 10 tons of stash that I'm going to produce this year. Would you buy? They say, yes, we will buy. For how much? You negotiate a price. Take the purchase order. Now, if you balance, your production is $100,000, and you have a purchase order of $600,000. Your profit margin outside risk, I'm just saying anything, is 500. Let's say you net 350. Let's say things gonna go bad, you're gonna lose some money, 150 loss. You take that to Coach Saratu and tell her, Auntie, this is a purchase order of 650,000. If we put a seed on the ground now, in 4 months we will harvest, and it's gonna pay us 650. it's going to cost us 100,000. I need 10 people to give me 10,000. And I will pay them 15,000 at the end of the year. Or I double their money. I pay them 20%, 100%. So I give them 20,000. You pay 10,000, I give you 20,000. What's a guarantee? I will hire you as a guarantor for my harvest for this year. You don't lose money. If you lose your money, this is what you take from me. Because you have 2-3 buyers already that are looking for that product. You have almost 2,000% profit. I'm sure Coach Saratu is going to give you the 10,000. You only need 10 people. And then at the end of the year, you bring them $20,000 when you sell it. Next year, Coach Saratu will call you. Madam, how much do you need this year for the plantation? That's what I would do. Develop a business plan. Sell your production before you produce. And then raise the money to produce. Factor, talk to the tractor company, even how much it costs to purchase a tractor. Factor all those costs in and use that as an initial capital that you need it to produce whatever you need to produce. Sell actually what you're going to produce and go out and raise money to do it. It makes so clear. Even me, if you call me and tell me that, Coach Roy, give me $10,000. I have a harvest of $250,000. This is how you work. This is a purchase order. This is what the expert say I can produce and all that. I will have another expert check. If they say, yes, it's true. That's it. Simple.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Coach Honorine, go ahead, please.
I will speak in French because I don't really speak English very much. Je suis fondatrice d'une société, une ASBL, ici en Belgique, qui s'appelle Noble Retour. Et alors, dans la communauté, nous avons beaucoup de décès et à chaque fois, on était appelés à faire des cotisations pour pouvoir rapatrier les corps de nos confrères au Cameroun, malgré la pléthore des assurances obsèques qui existent. Alors je ne comprenais pas pourquoi est-ce que nos frères n'arrivaient pas à souscrire à une assurance. Alors j'ai fait une étude de marché, j'ai fait une enquête et je me suis rendu compte que le véritable problème c'était déjà dans la mentalité chez nous. Nous ne sommes pas prévoyants, donc de ce qui sortait des résultats, on ne trouvait pas d'importance de mettre de côté de l'argent prévoir nos obsèques. Donc c'était un sujet tabou. Pour d'autres, les compagnies d'assurance étaient chères et donc ils préféraient rester comme ça. Alors j'ai pris la décision avec 4 autres fondateurs de mettre sur pied une SBL parce qu'il y avait déjà ce problème financier et je me suis dit si je me mets en assurance en société normale, ben, j'aurai les mêmes prix que les assurances normales parce que c'est un métier réglementé. Alors je me suis mis en ASBL et je n'ai pas plus d'expérience que ça au niveau des finances, des business plans et tout. Mais vu que l'ASBL n'a pas de backup financier, les banques m'ont dit que je ne pouvais pas avoir de garantie, qu'ils ne font pas de garantie pour les ASBL. Alors du coup, le grand risque que j'ai avec mon ASBL, c'est d'avoir beaucoup de décès et de ne pas pouvoir assurer le rapatriement. Donc, mon business plan, il est très simple. Les inscriptions, c'est 26 € par personne et c'est unique. Et alors, il y a des cotisations annuelles que l'on paye qui coûtent 50 € et qui sont aussi individuelles. C'est-à-dire que si nous avons une famille de 5 personnes, chaque membre de la famille, même les personnes mineures, vont payer 50 € parce que le temps pour l'association de se faire un fonds de garantie. Mais là, j'ai du mal à convaincre, malgré le fait que ce n'est que 50 € par an. J'ai les confrères qui trouvent encore que c'est cher. Je n'arrive pas en fait à avoir des adhésions. Et ma crainte aujourd'hui, parce que quand on s'inscrit à la SPL, on a une période de carence de 1 an. Et cette période de carence de 1 an, pour moi, dans mon cas, va arriver à expiration en février-mars 2022. Et donc, moi, ma peur aujourd'hui, en voyant le nombre de membres d'adhérents que j'ai aujourd'hui, si j'ai un décès demain, l'année prochaine, ce sera difficile pour moi d'assurer le rapatriement. Et mon problème est à ce niveau-là, ce risque-là, comment le minimiser? Deuxièmement, comment convaincre la diaspora, comment convaincre les Africains de s'inscrire à ce projet, parce que à la base, c'est un projet communautaire qui, pour fonctionner, a besoin de beaucoup de personnes. Voilà en gros.
Oh, okay, wow, awesome. Who can translate very quick? Stephanie, could you translate very quick and fast? Look like you stay at the office.
Coach. Okay, good evening, everyone. Here is the project that has been shared to us today by Honorine, all the way from Belgium. She says that she has a project wherein the problem is that many people were dying, and Africans were dying, and it was difficult to repatriate corpse back home. So she created an NGO with other people wherein they have an association.
Okay, I think Coach Stephanie have a little problem. Okay, let me see if I can summarize. Pretty much, she owned the association, and she. Oh.
Yes, and how to be both of their mentality.
I can tell you that, Coach Stephanie, your network is so bad.
Hello.
Okay, Coach Stephanie, let me summarize. She owned a network in Belgium. When if you pass in Belgium, they will send your man back home. So the goal is to have so many people get the affiliation or membership, so she can keep doing that. And it looked like she don't have a number, and if she doesn't meet the quota, she may lose her status. Now, I want to ask her a few questions. What are the minimum requirement member that you need? 500. How many do you have now?
Now I have like
30 member. Is it only people in Belgium?
No, in Europe.
Oh, the whole Europe?
Yes.
Only Cameroonian?
No, all Africans.
All African? Where are you advertising? You only advertise to your friend? There's so many Africans in the diaspora. Okay.
It's because due to COVID situation, I didn't have I don't know, la stratégie marketing que j'avais a été vraiment
OK.
Comment dire, entravé par le Covid.
OK.
Je ne pouvais pas faire du porte en porte ou alors rencontrer, parce que j'avais prévu rencontrer des associations aussi.
OK.
Et d'avoir une convention avec des associations, mais avec la situation de Covid, on ne peut pas se rencontrer avec des responsables quand le Covid ne sont pas de convaincre les gens. Moi, j'ai juste pris un community management avec qui on travaille sur nos différentes pages YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn et Instagram.
Okay. So one of the things I would recommend is that your product is very good. However, people don't like to get up and start go talk about death. It scares people. It's not the topic people like to talk about it. So you have to come up with something that will make people exciting. And then this have to be like a second product, that when you have a first product, it gives you also the second product. I will recommend things like, I know to travel in Africa, people, there's a small insurance that is called travel insurance. I would look into something like that and purge that with my product and put a travel insurance on front. Like, hey, while you are traveling back home, if it's something happened to you, at least, you know, you lose your ticket. Airline company, there's a company called AAA that actually wholesale that insurance. So you can register people on the AAA, and when they purchase that, you make them purchase yours too. And that can be a second part. That's the number one. The goal here is looking for something that can get people in. People don't like to deal with debt. It doesn't feel good when you think about it. It hurts. It makes you depressed. You know, it's not something you wake up in the morning and be like, man, let me go pay. If I die, somebody's going to ship me back home. You don't even want to think about it. So look for something good first and push that, and let this be what we call a rollover or extra or upsell or upsize of it. I would do that first. Another thing you can also do is to find something that is going to benefit people now on the ground. Now, I don't know. You can look for affiliation with supermarket. Affiliation, something that you can give past that affiliation to people and say, hey, get this affiliation for a year free if you purchase this insurance. So if the affiliation is $50, you give them the affiliation for free. So you have that company, you negotiate with affiliation for some kind of discount. There's so many affiliation out there that can give to your client a free year subscription. You negotiate that here. Let people pay you for the insurance and get free affiliation. If they don't need it, your insurance, fine. People will feel like they're not paying for your insurance. They will feel like they are buying the affiliation. But you sell your insurance and have a members. So there's so many things you have to be creative about what you can give to these people. Yeah, you have to think about what you can give. Another thing, a lot of people send money back home. Because remember, your niche market is diaspora, people in the diaspora. Find a way, people that send money back home, you know, some kind of way for them to save if they have your affiliation. You can do something like that. Make them have your membership in order to have that kind of discount. I see a lot of people do that. You just have to be creative. But to sell it, that is not that easy. I'm a president of Cameroonian people in Atlanta, Georgia for years. I tried we call that Saji here. So nobody buy it. I understand exactly what you say. We even make association pay for that to people for free. And we was taking money in the savings account to pay for it. So people don't pay outside of their pocket. So you can approach some of the association and offer them that way. Let the association pay for, because if somebody die, they will have to come up with the money. Versus if they have that, you have to come up with the money. So it's just something that it's not just so easy to, you know, to solve. Another approach also is to get close to embassy and see if you can talk with them, different African embassy, see if they can come up with a budget for that. Small budget. Sell them a small budget liability insurance. If it's something happen, instead of they do it, you know, because most embassy, if they identify that you are from that country and nobody can do something and they bail the person, they will send the bill to the country. So you could use that approach also. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You was talking about strategy of marketing. We have Coach Mani. I don't know if he's in a hall. If you can share your number, he's an expert in marketing. He can really rock you with that. Get in contact with him. He can develop a great strategy for you. And I'm sure, you can get 1 million people. There's so many people in the diaspora. Very, very quick. He's really good.
Thank you. I will do that.
Okay, thanks. Okay, who was next?
I am. OG.
Okay, let me take Coach Amen.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, everyone. I think Coach is here today.
Yes.
All right. I'm so pleased. I'm so grateful for this very moment I'm sharing with you. You have been impacting me since 2 months now. I joined ILead, and this is a new experience for me as a spiritual man. Although I heard the word, I heard a voice, go and bless Africa. But being a spiritual man, I was so much based on the spiritual side, and I don't know anything about the entrepreneurship. I don't know how to do everything. And all the experiences I have early in the year when I started, I just said no. Until last year when I entered into a close walk with the Lord, that was where He spoke to me and said, now I open the door for you. Go before the nations. I'm going to give you lands everywhere. So the first land I received here, I received more than 5,000 acres where I am right now. But the land is very far away from the city. We bought the tractors, we bought everything. But it was so difficult for me to make it on the World Bank. Since I have a complete document, World Bank came to help and finance me with some 7 days. We are doing. Now that I have launched everywhere in Africa, more than 15 nations, I'm having land everywhere. So I don't know how to come about it. So I need your ideas. How do I come about it to make a business plan? How do I approach these people so that we don't have to figure out this vision the Lord has given me? Thank you.
Yeah, great question. I think, man of God, you have land in so many countries. If I'm you, I will take one country and develop it and use that as a specimen to go to other countries. With what you have, more investor or more bank, can literally run after you. But sometimes they want to see what you have done in the past. So even if it's a small project, do it and see the result, and use a little bit the approach of our sister that I talked to early. And then just the rest is gonna just follow. So start somewhere, because like I say, if you're trying to take everything, you have so many land in so many nations. I'm talking about thousands of acres. If you start all of them, it's gonna swallow you. Start somewhere and just add on as you move on. That would be that would be my best recommendation. Thank you. Okay, 476680.
Yes, sir. The line got off. I didn't get any answer. I didn't get the answer.
Oh, okay. Let me start over again. No, what I'm saying is that start from, you have so many lines. Focus in one nation. take one nation and develop the work there, and take that one as a specimen. When you go to other nation, you can show your work. Even the banker will give you money. Anybody will give you money. Focus on one area first and develop that one, get the result, and then the rest is going to be history.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. All right.
47 66 80. Go ahead. Oh, do you have a hands on?
47 66 80. Est-ce que tu peux poser ta question, s'il te plaît?
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour la communauté.
Bonjour.
Merci beaucoup de m'avoir donné la parole. C'est vraiment une opportunité et puis c'est aussi une bonne initiative. Moi, je suis francophone, c'est pourquoi je m'exprime en français.
OK.
Oui, concernant le but de la formation, c'est vraiment une bonne chose pour la communauté africaine, vu aussi l'état que notre continent traverse et puis vu aussi l'Afrique, ça joue très beaucoup sur le pays, sur le continent, sur toutes les activités entières. Bon, la question que j'ai à poser, c'est de savoir, parmi le milieu jeune, les Africains, on a des projets, on a des initiatives à mettre en place. Est-ce que vous me saisissez?
Très bien, très bien.
Oui, on a des initiatives, on a des projets à mettre en place. Mais le problème, c'est le financement. On n'a pas un financement adéquat pour mettre en place ces investissements. Et du coup, ça joue sur la jeunesse africaine. La plupart se sont obligés de se lancer dans des activités qui ne sont pas loyables en tout cas. Donc, c'est un peu ça, si vous pouvez rentrer dans les détails pour clarifier cela pour une meilleure compréhension. Parce que les jeunes ont des idées, ont des initiatives, ont fini leur formation, ont fini les études, mais il n'y a pas de boulot. Le taux de chômage concret sur le continent africain, il n'y a pas de boulot, il n'y a pas des activités génératrices de revenus. Il y a la crise sociopolitique, il y a la crise sanitaire, tout ça là, ça fait que les jeunes ne s'en sortent pas. Et puis ils sont obligés de se lancer dans des activités qui ne sont pas vraiment adéquates pour leur vie. D'autres se sont lancés dans la migration un peu partout. Donc, si vous pouvez nous expliquer ça un peu plus, que ça vous permet de comprendre ça. Pour moi, je suis francophone, j'ai un complément un peu réactif. C'est pourquoi je participe à ça. Moi, je suis centrafricaine. Vraiment, c'est une bonne occasion, c'est un privilège pour nous de participer à ça. Ça va beaucoup nous aider, ça va beaucoup ouvrir nos esprits, ça va clarifier beaucoup de choses. Vraiment, merci beaucoup. Si vous pouvez rentrer dans les détails, ça va plus nous aider. Merci beaucoup. Bonne journée.
Merci. Comment tu t'appelles?
Allô, vous me recevez?
Très bien.
Oui, moi c'est Anista Wata.
Agista Wata.
Oui. Oui.
Okay. Merci, Agista. Her question is actually today there's a lot of youth that, African youth that actually do things that, how could I say? Because, I mean, there's a lot of people in Africa that...
Please, I don't understand English, I speak French.
No, it's okay. Je vais expliquer en français. So there's a lot of youth that don't have job, and since the economic situation in Africa, they are, called to do anything that maybe this, is not fit, maybe not, it's not legal. So how could we address this youth? My answer would be, there's no situation that is too bad. We say things are bad because we don't know, we don't have a solution based on the current problem. When you look at America in a year of Great Depression, I don't think Africa is worse than in the year of Great Depression. So we can always be creative, and it's always tough. I believe that's why we are doing everything we are doing like this, to really, really help people, to really, really come together and see how we can team up and share experience and learn how to do things, in a different way. It's not just Africa, it's tough everywhere. The world is changing, and we have to use a new method to address the problem today. So the youth must update themselves. Sometimes you turn off your computer and the computer will tell you not to shut it off because it had to update. Things are not the same way. The burden have been lifted. There's a mondialization today. The guy that is working on my landing page, he's been working on a landing page for some time. He's in Nigeria. I never met him. The guy who designed the whole website for ILead Global is in Nigeria. Most of our technicians are not even in America. What does that mean? That means from wherever you are, you can do great. You don't have to be in America physically. You don't have to be in Europe physically. But you have to upgrade your skill to become marketable. You have to bring value into the world. And if you do it, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You can be local and function in an international way. And that's why we are here trying to solve a problem on the global level. You don't have to see yourself like a village boy or city boy or Lagos boy. No. Go all the way into the world. If you're an engineer, why don't you serve the world? Why do you have to limit yourself in only Lagos? That's why you have an internet. Internet opened the door. When I go online looking for IT guy, I see so many IT in Nigeria. In America, and they want to take 10,000 to do something. Somebody in Nigeria say, give me 7 or 8. I give it to the guy in Nigeria. Save 2,000. So youth have to compete global. We have to go global. So that's my answer for that, my friend. J'espère que tu m'as compris, Anista. Tu m'as un peu compris?
Oui, j'ai compris un peu.
Ok.
J'ai compris seulement un peu, mais pas le contexte tout en général. J'ai pas compris le tout.
Coach Raphaël.
Je fais de mon mieux pour comprendre un peu.
Coach Raphaël va prendre le temps à la fin pour bien expliquer ce que j'ai dit. Le traducteur, Coach Raphaël Feuco, s'il te plaît. Okay, Coach OJ, sorry, go ahead. When you have 2 languages in a room, you have to bounce back. Thank God for Nigeria, be bilingual.
Thank you very much, Coach Raphael. I'm passionate about growing young leaders. I run an initiative now where I take children through leadership and values, because for me here in Nigeria, I've noticed that the young ones are really, because of globalization, like you have mentioned, are holding on to very bad vices. A lot of them don't have belief in the system or even themselves. And so I'm quite passionate about running a youth center where I can encourage these children to believe in themselves and to mold them into better citizens even from the younger age. Now, I get a bit confused because I need funds to run a center like that. But if you look at it, I need to sustain myself in terms of having money to meet my own needs. But for me, I'm just passionate about seeing these young ones become better citizens than what they are now. I come across a lot of people that are losing hope, getting into drugs. They don't believe there's a chance for them. And I want to inspire them to believe that tomorrow will be better. So running a youth center, I'm really at loss at what to do, how to go about it. The initiative I used to have physical sessions with the children. I work with children aged 6 to 14, and then I have the young adults group that are 15 to 25. And even the young ones at 6, we have this thing I called kidspreneurship, where I was teaching them how to learn a skill, how to open a savings account. I had some banks coming after me to see if I can get the children to open their accounts there so that they can learn to start saving. I mean, I as an adult didn't know about buying shares when I was a younger person. I thought it was something adults did. But I've realized now that parents are buying shares in the name of their children, and by the time their children are adults, they actually have some substantial money to go into one business or another. So in a nutshell, we're doing the kidspreneurship, teaching them skills, teaching them business ideas. I had a young boy of 8 who wanted to make lemonade, and I had to encourage the father to help him register the company and help him make the lemonade so he can sell in school to his classmates and start making money, because the boy was very passionate about that lemonade stand. And we have kids like that all over, but there's nobody to guide or push them. So that's something I am quite passionate about. But when you want to fund that kind of thing in Nigeria, it's not easy to come by. So that's the dilemma that I have.
Yeah, Coach OJ, that's a great project. The only problem you will encounter will be the competition between the government and you. You see, the government ain't situ. When you give birth to your baby, the government want to take them and school them so they can serve the government. They can serve the country. And what you are doing, you are teaching them to become independent. You want to give them independence, and the government want them to go through the system so they can be like everybody else. And you want to teach them independence. That's why they don't have fun for that. Now, if you go and target the kids that actually deviate from school, that are on the street, that are doing drugs, yes, maybe they can give you fun for that, because they lost those already and they want somebody to bring them back. The school system is we call that institution. It's every government, every nation, that's how they stay strong. If you knock down the school system, the government is going to collapse also. That's why you see country, when people don't go to school, there's a war there repeatedly. Because the institution, there's no institution there. It's an institution that make us behave the way we behave. Make us afraid, make us follow the law, make us just do what they ask us to do and not get out of it. But you can have some people who love to develop kids that can, be a donor for something like that. Mother Teresa was able to raise millions of billions of dollars to impact life all over the world. And any human being wants to be part of something great, particularly when it comes to other human beings. So I would say to stay, write down the concept, what you want to see happen. And then, hey, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. We'll just talk to enough people. If you talk to 1,000 people, trust me, 20 people will say, I'm in with you. I'm talking about 20 people who reach out in their pocket and say, that's what I bring on. Let's make it happen. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Like I say, all the 20 page is going to be on your notes, step-by-step blueprint. Where to go look for money, where to apply, the website, the application. Just go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Let's, by this time next year, have people who come back and say, hey, I was able to get 250,000 here. I was able to have my project funding here. I was able to have my project funding there. And for those that needs to put their business thing together, we have a lot of experts around us. Reach out to some of them. Reach out to your country rep. They will connect you with the expert. And they will be able to help you establish, give you a proper business plan. In the School of 365, we have a lot of information on with how to do it. I mean, anybody in the School of 365 is supposed to pitch about money and all that, you know. And then we just add more information. I think tomorrow, I don't know where we're going tomorrow, but the journey is continued tomorrow. We have this hot 15 days to press on. Just continue to follow us, and then just let's learn together and come out of this very, very strong. Again, thank you so much, all my wonderful, wonderful Nigeria nation. I look better this way, you know. I look like true African now. Thanks again.
We say to you, carry go, Coach Raphael.
Carry go.
Thank you.
Carry go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Whew.